Aloha gamers, welcome back to another Aloha Friday. Today we're playing a very Aloha game. Actually, I guess depending on how much you want to count Australia as a Pacific island. Probably not. Maybe if it was in New Zealand. The game is made from a development company, video game developer in New Zealand though, so you know, it all works out in the rear end. We're doing Abiotic Factor. First we got to do today's game though, so let's go ahead and bang that out, and hopefully I do better than I have done the rest of the week. Okay. This appears to be some kind of chicken. Perhaps a chicken jockey? I really don't know what this is. This might be, what is that, Overlord game? It's not Overlord. Oh. Hey, Captain Sandwich. How's it going? This is a shooter game, I think. Is it Ark? Something, is it Dark? Maybe it's Dark something, let's see. Dark Cloud, no. Dark Messiah of Might and Magic, Dark Souls. Darksiders, okay. Let's try Dark Messiah of Might and Magic. It is not that. Chicken jockey, chicken demon, if anything. It looks quite sizable. Get a little more info here. Oh, it's duck game. It's not a chicken, it's a duck. Had a short day, huh? Very cool. I did not have a short day, but I do have a long weekend, as I'm sure most people do. This is this Final Fantasy X-2? No. This is interesting. What am I looking at here? This is probably familiar to anyone who's seen this. It's like Overwatch or something. Well, what does it say? It's an adventure role-playing game. Yeah, that narrows it down. Thanks. It's not a Final Fantasy game either. Really? This isn't a Final Fantasy game? It's got to be like Xenoblade? Xenogears? Xenogears is related to Xenoblade. Well, that's... Oh, brother. How many are there? Xenosaga. Ah. Fuck. I don't know anything about these. Why are these in German? Xenosaga Episode 1. Der Wille zur Macht. The will to do? Jenseits von Gut und Böse? Something of good and maybe evil? I don't know. And then also sprach Zarathustra, which means thus spoke Zoroaster, which doesn't really mean anything, but it is the name of a famous song. Okay, I got it on the last try there. Planets. Hey, power-ups. B-suit. Well, this is Super Mario Galaxy 2? It's 1. Damn. I couldn't remember if there was a B-suit in the first one, but I guess there was. Boo. All right, let's get into the real game now. That's what people came to see. Get this game shit out of the way. Now, I don't know how, but from my recollection, I have never streamed Abiotic Factor, despite the fact that I've played it pretty consistently for the last couple of months, either by myself or on Saturdays or with other people. So we're doing hardcore science. This is a apocalypse difficulty save. My goal is to beat the game without dying, so hence hardcore. But if I do die, I'm just gonna keep going because, you know, whatever. It ain't worth starting over, you know. It's good practice to keep trying, seeing what works, finding new stuff. All right, so what am I dealing with right now? So I've already advanced into Manufacturing West. For those of you who've played the game, that's the second area. And I've upgraded my armor slightly, but I still need to get the headpiece and the leg wraps. So I don't actually know what I'm missing. So I'm just gonna have to head over there and gather up some junk.
Attention.
I would not mind getting a... Well, here. Can I make a net launcher yet? Could use a net launcher. So we need that stuff. Let's see what we got. I'm sure we have all that. Boom, boom. Oh, not that. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. All right, we do have the net launcher. Wonderful. We'll see about using this as a alternative way to launch nets instead of, you know, throwing them like a dummy. All right. I also have a handgun, which is also my flashlight. Let's make some nets. I have no cloth scrap. Yeah, I should probably grab some of these. Just make a bunch here. All right, let's go fuck up lab rat over here. Oh, there's either going to be one over here. There'll be one over in manufacturing. Either way, my goal tonight is to try to get the full forge set and whatever else we need to continue. Oh, did I scare him away earlier? Oh, there he is. Hey, we got the pack. Awesome. Oh, I need leather. Okay. What is my capacity right now? Yeah, let's go ahead and throw the rat pack on. And we can actually go full rat if we want to. We're not going to go full rat, though. Never go full rat. Oh, wait. Actually, let's see. Maybe we can. This will be funny. I didn't drop. Did not drop the rat suit. I think it's like a 7.5% drop chance from them. So we were unlikely to get it. So we need leather for this piece. That's what we're missing. I think it's just a rebar. Is it a hose or is it just... It is a hose. So we're going to need quite a bit of stuff for manufacturing to make this happen. Oh, does this have a pest in it? Nice. We got ourselves a little projectile here. The other thing I'd like to make is a thermal spear. They're pretty good, but it requires 2 reinforced hoses, which I don't think we have the cable. Yeah, we have no cable. I have 1 cable, but we'll need more than that, so we'll just check my equipment chest here. We can get rid of that. The rest can get broken down. So if you've not played this game before, this is a survival crafting game a la like every game basically these days. I compare it more to Subnautica because it's not procedurally generated, it's not a Minecraft, it's not a Valheim, it's not like that. You explore the facility. There are different biomes or different, you know, parts of the facility you can explore, and ultimately your goal is to escape the facility, although that has not been implemented yet. Hello, Emmy. And I highly encourage everybody, if you like what you're seeing, please get this game and join us on Saturdays if you would like. We play on Saturdays. It's really fun. Even Pangolin enjoys it. And sometimes Rilip is competent, which is nice. And we've gotten to the 5th part, or actually no, we've got to the 6th part, and I believe there's 8 parts in the game. So we're pretty close to the end, but it's the difficulty sort of ramps up as you get closer to the end, and some of the areas are bigger than others. So I'm expecting there will be some hard times ahead for our little group, but we'll see how it goes. Oh, one of these fuckers is back, huh?
Adversa.
Stop!
Oh, yeah, my so on Apocalypse, I'm not sure exactly what changes, but I do know that I take more damage and I believe the enemies take less damage, so recommend playing on normal for your first time, as I'm sure most people would. Let's get in here. Do we gotta move these, really? Oh, okay. Whatever.
Stay down. My friend, this is no place for the careless. I need to get to the surface tunnel, but the soldiers are waiting. I'm sure of it.
Yeah, probably.
I heard screams from their camp. A slaughter. But they are not done
We got a
for
pickaxe
yet.
here.
Somehow they knew this chaos was coming. How?
I guess we can try
There
the
are
pickaxe.
spies
I believe
among
that's
us.
a
Must we
it's a
become
heavy
spies
weapon, so we
ourselves?
can't even use
I
it.
must disable the security doors. No system is perfect. There will be a weakness.
Okay.
I will not be left to die down here.
So we'll just pop these guys. These are peccaries. They're sort of like not your basicest of basic enemies, but they're like tier 1 enemies. So, you know, they can dish out some damage, but otherwise they're pretty easy to take out. All right, so there's a bunch of wheat back here that I don't really need. Oh, there's a power cell. Okay, we take those. Oh, that's cool. That opens up a portal somewhere. Let's see where that takes us. I assume it just takes us back. Yeah, it just takes us right back here. So that doesn't do much for us. Other than emit a bunch of radiation, which is kind of bad. We can go leave this on the tram, actually. I don't want to be lugging this around and taking constant radiation stuff. Maybe I should have brought my radiation suit. So yeah, there's different equipment pieces, like you can wear a full body hazmat suit and some other full body suits, depending on what you need. But for me right now, we're just gonna drop off some of the more like useless junk, so I'm not lugging around a bunch of stuff I don't need. In fact, yeah, we can drop off the food. And another fun thing, you can build your base pretty much anywhere in the facility. So there's some places that are better than others, but really the sky's sort of the limit. I've seen people build bases in the weirdest places, and you know, you get them all decorated and it looks real cool. And in fact, in the upcoming 1.0 release, they are adding home worlds. So an entire world that you can use as your home. I don't think there's any secrets down here, sadly. And I am looking forward to that, because some of them, or the one that they showed off, I say some of them, there's only the one that's been shown off. Looks pretty good. Ooh, that was close. Almost didn't get my net off there. Eesh. Okay, there's quite a few of these guys here. Okay, we got that. Nice. Oh, fuck. Too many of them. Why do they put so many down here? Oh, boy. Okay, let's get their meat. Yeesh. There better be some good stuff down here. So yeah, this is the bee hive. There's a couple of these around the facility. You can use them to get bees. We're not going to do that right now on account of... That sounds like a good way to get myself killed. There's just another pickaxe down there. And I hear a carbuncle. Where are you, carbuncle? Here's the one I shot earlier. But I did reload my net. Ooh, I hear something stomping around. That sounds bigger than a peccary. Where are you at? Must be on the other side of the rocks here. Okay. Maybe not. It's gotta be somewhere, right? Oh, there's one up. There's a, that is what is called an Exor monk. If you have played Half-Life, they're a little reminiscent of the... I think they're called Vortigons? I actually don't know. I've never played Half-Life. I'm sorry. You can revoke my gamer card here. They're sort of the, they're an evolution of the peccary. There's like a life cycle that all these weird creatures go through. What are we looking for? I did see some steel cable up there. Steel cable is exceedingly rare, so I need to get as much as I can. It's rare, I guess I should say it's rare in the part of the game that I'm in. So I need to get as much as I can. Looks like we pissed him off there. I'd have to throw a frosty at him. Can he even see me? He's up there. I'll just be careful. There is fall damage in this game, so watch out. You don't want to, you know, fall and break your leg. That is... Rilip does that pretty consistently, trying to go up and down ladders. It's very funny. Except I'm the medic, so I'm the one who has to deal with it. Ah, yes. Those slushy grenades, or slushy bombs, highly recommend getting those if you play the game yourself. They are extremely, extremely useful against pretty much any enemy that doesn't have cold resist. Just most enemies. Unless you're someplace where everybody's wearing parkas. Oh, there's some stuff right there. Hold on, I gotta get that. I'm not gonna go too much farther though, because I happen to know this is an irradiated area. So we're going to avoid it. Okay. Again, another reason why I should have brought my... Oh, shit. I'm out here anyway. It doesn't matter which way I go. There's another, Huh. Yeah, these things are all over the place. Wow. All right, let's just go back the way we came. I gotta be real careful. I know that goes up. I'll end up fighting some guys. And I'm also getting sleepy. That's another thing. You do have to watch your needs. You get hungry, thirsty, you have to poop, and you have to sleep. So if you like all that nitty-gritty stuff in your survival games, you will find it here, for sure. If you've ever said, how come I don't have to poop in this survival game? Oh, there he is. Stupid carbuncle. We can use your disgusting raw carbuncle body to make something. And boy, oh boy, will we. Getting a lot of points for agriculture. This is nice. Oh, and now I am slightly overweight, so we're gonna stop grabbing stuff. You do not want to be a loot goblin. I have to tell everybody when we're playing together, don't just grab everything you see, because you will run out of storage space and your pack will fill up and you'll be weighed down, and then we'll have to make a return trip to the base. Just, if we're not looking for it, don't pick it up. Unless you see something that's totally brand new, don't bother it with it. Oh. I just did a thing in the game. I don't know what it was, but I did it. So that is my advice to you. Don't just pick up random shit you find on the ground. It ain't worth it. Like all this stuff, everything that I've picked up is actually probably useful. The scraps, less so. Oh. Let's not pick up the pickaxe, it's gonna be too heavy. So these trams, these little, they're not quite fast travel. You do unlock teleporters later, but for now you can use the trams to get around. And it's super nifty, the way that it all loops back on itself. I compare it to a Skyrim dungeon, where you go through the whole dungeon and it drops you back at the entrance. That's sort of how all the areas are here. You'll go through an area, and then at the end you'll find a locked door that's locked from one side that'll just plop you right back someplace you've been. It's really, really cool. Okay, we got some extra stuff here. And a bunch of food, wow. So, here's hoping I can A bed. We got carbuncle. We got other stuff. We got an antolite seed, which I don't think I've seen yet. Sort of my food container at the moment. All right. Yeah, we can put the storage. It does become a bit of a problem. That's another thing about being a loot goblin, is you will run out of storage space. I mean, you can always build more, but the storage space containers also take up physical space. So you maybe want to keep that to a minimum. Break these down. We're not going to use those ever. But I'm actually tempted, maybe once I've unlocked a better battery, but I'm actually tempted to build little outposts around the map. That's something I've tried to do in my other world, but it never became necessary. I think you sort of have to force it, because otherwise it's too easy to go back to your main base. There's too many ways to fast travel, so it never really becomes necessary. Okay, let's go throw this on the charger. Fry up some dinner, maybe make some sausages. Oh, also, so things need to be powered. A lot of these different, like this crafting bench needs to be powered. There's outlets around the facility, and you can kind of daisy chain stuff. One outlet provides infinite power, but the power goes off at night, and so you have to account for that, which is cool. So I think we're gonna make some sausages. What do I need to make sausages? 2 peccary chops, a bioscrap, and salt, which I do believe we have. So let's go grab some salt and a thing of bioscrap. There we go. I don't even want to know how this gets used. I guess you can consider sausage casing to be sort of a bioscrap. So that makes sense. A mix of peccary meat-filled bags. Peccary meat-filled bags. Also fry up ourselves a little leg. If you've played Project Zomboid, that's another good survival crafting game. But if you've played that, you'll be familiar with the perks system, where you can take positive and negative traits. This has a similar thing. I've taken the traits that increase how fast I get hungry and how fast I get thirsty, just because there's so much food and stuff to drink everywhere. It doesn't ever become a problem. And I just didn't want to deal with... But okay, not that I didn't want to deal with it, but I wanted to actually engage with those systems a little more. And I also wanted the extra perk points so we could see what I got. So I am a slow healer, I have a weak bladder, hearty appetite, dry skin, but I'm weathered. I am inconspicuous, which is great for single player. You can be stealthy. I gain 20% more XP. I have sprinting, strength, and throwing XP is gained, and I'm also a hobbyist chef, so I get extra cooking XP, which is cool. And if you're playing in a group, you can kind of you know, spread out your skill. So, you know, one person's the chef, one person's the medic, one person's the shooter, one person's the tank. It's a lot of room for branching out and doing different things. Have I unlocked soups yet? I have unlocked soups. I should probably start making soups. Soups are really powerful. They give you food, they give you thirst, they kind of give you a little bit of everything, and they're portable, which is really useful. Oh, fuck. Okay, so there's also raids, which we're gonna see here shortly. There's a bit of a bug here. I don't know what's up with that. Yeah, I don't know. I've seen that before. It's weird. If I just cook something else, it'll work, but I'm not going to. Go drink some soda. You get free soda from killing the robots, so I have not found it ever necessary. Oh, yeah, there's one right there. So this is a portal event, portal storm event, where a bunch of portals will appear and spawn some enemies to fight you in your base. And so we're gonna see that. Maybe I can make the welding spear before that happens, though. That would be nice. I need, let's see, welding spear. Yeah, there's one right on top of me. We need to make those. We need to make those. Let's see if we've got the stuff for it. Looks like we do. I don't have cable. What? What do you mean I don't have cable? I picked up a bunch. Where did I put it? Oh, there it is. All right, we need 2 of these. No problem. We need 1 of these. Also not a problem. And then bada bing, bada boom, we got ourselves a brand new spear, which we can go charge up. And then we'll have a fire weapon. Not fire as in, you know, wow, that weapon is fire, but it does fire damage. I don't think anybody was thinking that. All right, let's go charge this up and grab our vacuum. Talk to Warren here. He lives here. You can trade stuff. I'm gonna trade a root beer for a can of peas, or a peccary skull for an employee locator, which is mostly only useful in multiplayer, because then you can see where your friends are. May not detect all nearby gate employees, hiding employees or entities pretending to be gate employees.
Well, it's
so
not for
if that's a an indicator of the weirdness that can happen in this game. There's some weird stuff. If you're watching, you may see spoilers. I'm not going to do anything too crazy. We're not going to get to labs. I'm not going to probably go to any portal worlds except maybe the train, which is, it's like the 3rd portal world you visit. But again, we're not super far into the game right now. That should be fine. So, what do I need to make of this? That's actually one of the big things that I need to make. I think we can actually afford it. I need screws. Screws actually, I find in the late game are in pretty short supply. You can make them out of metal scraps. But where's the fun in that? We need a couple of military electronics, of which we do have enough, thank goodness. And this. So after we finish tonight and do the portal storm, we can head back to manufacturing stronger and wiser. And we'll be ready to rock. I'm gonna hack our way through the various doors that are currently blocked. All right, unpin. Unlocked the new battery yet? I don't think so.
Where's the bathroom?
Gotta hit the bathroom. Do that quick. Yeah, you'll find these bathrooms around. There's also like porta potties, and you can make your own toilet and carry it around with you, I guess, if you are really concerned about it. But there's usually a bathroom pretty close no matter where you are. Even in portal worlds you'll find bathrooms. We're well hydrated. We got everything we could ever need. Don't mind the human skull. That's, he knows what he did. Plenty of food. I should probably start a garden, actually. That is another thing you can do. There is fishing in this game. There's gardening. I got kind of a little bit of everything. We need 4 hoses for that. Yeah, that's not happening. We'll have to wait. What time is it? 6:30. All right, we'll come back at night. Let's go run around the offices section and see if we can gather some materials or if there's anything that I missed. I did kind of skip a good chunk of office on account of I've been here many times and I know where I need to go. So I'm not just exploring aimlessly. But again, there are a lot of cool areas here you could build a base. There's a break room over here that has a big stove you can build on. There's this area in here that's got a bunch of stuff, including that guy. Here, a big guy somewhere outside. But yeah, I haven't looted any of this. And there's quite a bit of good stuff in here. Chemicals, test tubes, hoses, dirt. Dirt's always useful. You know what I should do? I should catch some of those fireflies that wander around. Oh, that's a big guy. He must have spawned here since must have got to an area.
Dr. Derek Mance reporting.
You'll find these little recordings all over the facility as well.
IS-171, or the carbuncle, as Peters was calling it,
Carbuncle.
is the larval form of IS-173, and almost certainly 178. Dr. Pendleton speculates there may also be a fourth state we have not yet encountered. And I believe she may be correct. If this is correct, it is an
I don't
extraordinary
really need
shift
oil,
in
which
our
is why I'm not
understanding.
picking it up. But hoses and chemicals and those little test tubes are all really useful. That did not spot me. That's good. Getting lucky on some of these chemicals here. Now, another interesting thing, the loot in the facility itself does not respawn, but the portal worlds reset their loot every so often. It's like twice a week, I believe, so every couple days. And you can just go back there, and pretty much everything is farmable, is the term that you would use. We're gonna go ahead and get some slushies so we can make slushy bombs. These do cost money, so we can't go crazy with them, but we can get a bunch. Probably 3 should be good.
This sector will be powered down momentarily.
Yeah, so there we can see the
Evacuate the facility. Consider this your
letting me know that it's about to be nighttime. Just like in Minecraft, at night the zombies come out, and that's when shit gets real. Oh, Alice is gone. Did she disappear? I guess she probably disappears when you open up manufacturing. All right, head back over to the cafeteria. I find that the cafeteria, this is where you start, this cafeteria area, is just a really solid place to build a base. It's right where you start, so you don't have to worry about, you know, not building until you get to where you're going. Like, well, I want to build here, but I don't unlock this area until late in the game, so you got to build somewhere in the meantime. Why not the cafeteria? Not hurting anything. Okay. Oh, I should make some slushy bombs while we're here. Where's my tech scrap? Do we have tech scrap? I should. Oh, there it is. Okay, make some slushy bombs. Bring it around. All right, 1 second, chat. That time of the year. You know, I was fine the last couple of days because it was cold and rainy. Today it was bright and sunny, and I was walking home and there were bugs and I could smell the flowers, and I was like, damn, this sucks. And I don't know, I'm like, it's like opposite day for me. Everybody else is out enjoying the good weather, and I'm just like, fuck this. Could this be any worse? The answer is, of course, yes. But yeah, we can't actually take it off, which is really weird. But yeah, we're about to have a portal storm, so let's be ready to unload our vacuum so we can grab any pests that happen to spawn in. And then we'll probably have to fight a peccary. Curious to see how Apocalypse difficulty changes up the Portal Storm event. Could be a bunch, could be none. I'm ready. Usually takes some time after the lights go out. Also notice it gets dark at night, which doesn't affect me because I have a trait that makes me more immune to temperature differences. But if you're just a regular scientist, you'll actually feel chilly at night. Where you at? Let's go, pests. Come on. There's one. Got him. Get his ass. Get you too. The pests can be dealt with pretty easily, as you can see. It's over here. You pick them up and you throw them. Oh, there's one. Did we get them? I think that's all of them. Okay, not too bad. A little bad, but not too bad. No peccaries, no Exor monks or anything. We can go charge up our vacuum. So there you go. That is an event. Let's see if we can't fix this little buggy thing here. Because I do need to... That is so weird. So I can't remove that from the stove at all. I guess we have to break it. Yeah, that's annoying. Was that frying pan not... That was like a phantom frying pan or something? That's weird. Must have broke the game somehow. One problem I have with this game, much like I have with Pow World actually, is the lack of snapping. There's no grid or anything like that. Okay, well, I don't know what happened to my frying pan, but we can always go get another one if we really need to. We don't need to though, fortunately. Go get some water. I think there's some in here. Oh, there's no water around here. Huh. Are we sure about that? There might actually not be a water. Okay, we'll have to go get some water. Grab a water cooler and bring it in here. That's weird. I guess I just haven't needed one. Okay, get in there. We can go ahead and put this here for now. I'm sure I could boil water, but that takes forever. We're just gonna go find a fully functional water cooler. I know there's some around here. Seems really dark. I don't remember it being this dark when I've been playing multiplayer. Always remember to grab your electrical devices. There he is. Alright, pest, coming for you. Oh, they've escaped. Yeah, they spawn in here. I guess they can break out. There we go. Oh, okay, I wanted to package that actually. There we go. We got it, don't worry. No problem at all. There we go, the lights are coming on. We're gonna go plop this down right in our kitchen so we can make some soup. And then I need to make a soup thing. What is a soup thing? A soup container. There we go. Let's take a look. What soups can we make right now? I'm sure we can make something real simple like. We could make split pea soup. We could make peccary skull. I believe that just makes glue. We could make carbuncle, pest rump, and alien drumstick. We could do Chop, drumstick, and salt. I think we've definitely got that. So chop, drumstick, we need some salt. So there are a bunch of different soup recipes, and they give you different buffs.
Attention. This sector is under
And if you have a dedicated cook, if you're playing with a group and you have a dedicated cook, they can make some really good food. Especially later in the game when you unlock the oven. Requires a certain level of cooking to do. We need to make a soup. Soup. What is it called? A soup bowl. So what do we need? We're just 2 lost souls swimming in a soup bowl. Year after year. What do you think he meant by that? What, like you're a goldfish? Just 2 lost souls swimming in a fishbowl? Oh, that's the actual lyrics. I said soup bowl to try to throw you off. You know, every time I think about the soup bowl, I think about that line. I don't know anything else from that song. What is that? Comfortably Numb? Pink Floyd? Aren't they the ones that hate school? A great message to teach our kids. Don't go to school. Don't pay attention. Don't learn anything. Just be stupid like me. Become a famous rock star. No big deal. If only. Only there was a time in my life I wanted to be in a band. That time is now, of course. But there, you know, it was also before. We could catch a pest, but I don't know why I would want to. I still haven't quite figured out why you would want to do that. We're gonna watch this pot boil. We're gonna get some soup. We're gonna put it in my soup bowl. And then we're gonna roll out. We're gonna tackle a little bit more of manufacturing and hopefully get a hold of the stuff that I need to make shit. So there we go. Now we've got some food and drink. So if I get hungry or thirsty, I can just slurp down some soup and be good to go. Got net. Got a decent spear now. Got my Glock with a flashlight crudely taped to the underside. Very fun. There's work to be done. Let's go. Maybe it's just time to try to get to the train. Just kind of fight my way there. I will have to go through some nasty stuff. But I don't think... Oh no, because we have to unlock... We got to get the station key. Ugh. Yeah, this is going to be a whole ordeal. We'll just... Because I really do want to get the rest of the forge set, but if we have to get leather, I think we have to kill a... kill some of these higher level guys. Okay, we can take out this guy. That shouldn't be a problem. Oh, he's got his lackey over there, though. Okay, we can pre-shot these, no problem. I don't care about the rat. Rats don't bother me, typically. I mean, they will sometimes, but... Okay, we can three-shot the monks, too. That's really good, actually. I don't remember the spear being this powerful. That's great. Now this is a death trap. Do not go in there. Do not go in there unless you are ready to fight for your life. So we are not gonna go in there because I am not ready. Oh, oh, there's nothing up here. Dang, there's a barrel actually. Which is actually kind of useful for later. We're gonna need to make a water purifier. I don't really care about radiation. I think we tank it with the iodine. Sneak up on him. Nice. Okay. I got an SMG, which is completely useless because you can't actually use it until you got to make a special set of arms, at least in the current version. I think they're working on a new solution for that. All right, that opens up the door. Perfect. Where it's going to change how you unlock the ability to use weapons, because right now you have to use a really terrible it's basically a piece of armor that isn't really armor that lets you use the military grade weapons, and it's just no good. All right.
Do not shoot. Do not shoot.
Tria.
We are together in this petition.
Yeah, I'm sure we are.
We came here to cleanse and protect, but this chaos is beyond our capacity to suppress. We are beset by demons from the depths of the mines, and that termagant Frake has holed herself up in the processing plant. I must warn my brethren, this course is impossible. But our engineers collapsed this tunnel to ensure no egress. We need another way to bring tidings of this terror to the tribunal.
Ah, okay.
Frake is concealing the escape from us. I am sure of it. She hides in her fortress, letting us rot here.
I mean, she doesn't work for you. Oh, and this is Australia, so they drive on the left side. It's very confusing. Every time I go to get in a vehicle, I go to the wrong side. There should be some military cots down here, actually, so I don't even have to head back to sleep. Yeah, we can just pop this thing. I have damaged the cot. So where's my military electronics, man? What the hell? Oh, there they are. They went really far. Holy moly. Seems a little overkill. Get a little fun sleep mini game here. You just jump over these pests. Just speeds it up. You don't have to do it. But sometimes you're in a hurry. There's just a laptop here. Laptops have emails with lore. Yeah, it's, you know, it's whatever. You can read it if you want. I've read most of it. Honestly, I'd rather just watch somebody's YouTube video where they explain the lore. All right, it's growing. Janet. That's from Abe. Okay, that's whatever. There's a bunch of named characters in here. Like Pasta Trio we were just talking to. I don't think there's a named villain. Just only like friendly NPCs or neutral NPCs. In the case of Hosta Tree, it's not exactly friendly. Won't attack you though. Alright, so we're gonna make our way through the mines. It actually shouldn't be too difficult if I mostly sneak. We're just gonna go talk to Frake and go back and talk to the blacksmith. Get what we need to get the tram station unlock key thing. And we'll go from there. We do need to watch out because there is a invisible creature that lurks in these parts here. Like that. Fuck. Okay, there it goes. Fuck. Yeah, he's tough to see. You can see he's kind of got like a predator outline. Damn. Get fucked up by this thing. And I feel like I'm not doing much damage. Oy, oy, oy. Okay. Gotta be careful here. Holy moly, how much? There we go. Fuck me. Burned through all my ammo there. Yeesh. Okay, well, you know what? Luckily, I've got some healing stuff, so we'll be just fine. Just inject that shit right into my veins. I don't know what it is. I just know it makes me feel better. And isn't that what's important? We got hoses. Chain. Hey, finally got chain. We do need chain. And oh, it's perfect. great find. These little thin crates and the chains and stuff. That's when we starting to get the real good shit. Yeah, there. Give me some of that. The grinder disc so we can get the grinder later. There's a metal bucket, which is just a regular ass bucket, but in metallic form. Okay, I do hear a crystalline entity up above me. Oh fuck, it spotted me. Fuck, there's two of them. It's just getting out of hand. We can just avoid him. I don't really want to fuck with them right now with my relatively shitty gear. Alright, here we are. So we can open the back. This is what I was talking about before, where you can just kind of go back. Ah, fuck. Followed me. Fuck is it? There it is. Maybe I should be using mugnades. Get back here. These are terrible shots. You, what the hell? They're faster than me too, which makes it really annoying. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I should probably have the mugnades in a ready to throw area. This is the tram station I need to unlock, but that requires a tram station key. So we need to go talk to Frake, and then Frake will send us back to talk to the blacksmith, and then he'll teach us how to make the tram key. It's a whole thing. So here we go. Let's get on up and talk to Frake.
They're with the research division. Don't shoot.
Don't shoot, please. Hello.
I don't know how you've made it this far. Those savages have blocked every exit. They even collapsed the surface tunnel.
They sure did.
But
I was
remember
there.
what happened in '85 when the kinetics team overloaded the synchrotron? They triggered a singularity that carved a hole clean through to the next sector.
I do remember that.
We could do it again right now if these damn quakes hadn't broken the electron pumps. So I sent
What do
my
they
team
call
to the
them?
blacksmith.
Quakes?
He can make the parts to fix the pumps. We'll make our own exit. All my people need to do is follow the pipes. Red, yellow, green. They'll find their way to the pumps they need to fix. It's been hours since they left, but they'll be back. I'm sure of it.
Been days, man. What are you talking about?
I know it sounds crazy, but if Frake says it'll work, well, I trust her. Just stand back when it all goes up. Yeah?
All right, so we need a, I don't know, we need a diode, a crystal, and a flux capacitor or whatever to fix all these. So we'll get those. We'll go talk to the blacksmith now. This takes us back to the synchrotron, actually. There's no reason to go that way, but it loops you back to the main entrance to manufacturing, which isn't like a super useful place.
After several months of inquiry, I have finally acquired information about our looking fools. It's far worse than I imagined. A certain amount of attention to our research is inevitable.
Money.
But thankfully, the organizations that are in a position to know precisely what our research entails are few and rare.
Okay.
This group's reputation, however, is of a different order. If their attention is a harbinger of greater
Blah,
ambition,
blah, blah.
I
Dr.
believe we
Mance
have
is
a problem on our
talking.
hands.
Talk. Actually, if you go the long way, it's actually pretty safe, this area. But if you go through the crossroads, it is completely locked down. There's a machine gunner, there's a bunch of guys with guns. It is not a good place to be. Fortunately, we're going to be bypassing most of that. So, just head on down here. We'll talk to the blacksmith. He'll tell us what we need to know. We'll make a tram key. Go to the train. And then we'll go from there. Hello, Mr. Blacksmith.
Frake wants to blow a hole in the floor.
He sure does.
She's too smart for her own good sometimes. But what choice we got? I can trade you parts to fix the pumps, sure. But there's a couple things I need first. Price of doing business.
Yep.
Because Frake ain't the only one with plans. I'll buzz the list to you.
All right, thank you.
One more thing. You're gonna have to unlock
There we go. We get the trams key.
One of Frake's people said there's a gateway in there. If that portal leads where I think it does, some of what's on that list is on the other side.
Okay.
I'll give you specs for a tram key. Should open the station right up.
Good. All right, so tram station key. Let's go ahead and unpin tram station key. These are sadly one-time use. Hard drive. I don't think we've literally ever found one of those. The Mugnade, yes. That requires a chain. Ah, I see. Mugnades are super powerful. So we're gonna make a couple of those. Well, we don't need to pin it. So to make that, we need to fight some robots. So I guess we're gonna be fighting some robots. And I think I can just make a Tesla thingy. We should have the materials for that. We can use that to fight the robots. All right, here we go. And it is 2:30. Okay, we got plenty of time before night. Good to know. Oh, the synchrotron. They're gonna make a black hole, a miniature black hole that's gonna suck up anything in its path and then I guess evaporate due to Hawking radiation or something. I'm not gonna say the game's science is spot on. It's like Half-Life rules, just whatever's the coolest thing, it does that. Okay, just put all that junk away, including all this junk. Got a barrel now and a gun that I'm never gonna use, but good to have it on hand, I suppose. Get some more soup. And then what do I need to make the Tesla coil? Let's take a look. Boom, boom, boom. And boom. Slap one of these bad boys together. Boom. And we'll go fight the robot. So the interesting thing about the robots is they only come out at night unless you anger them, which is exactly what we're going to do. We're going to point this at the direction the robot's going to be approximately coming from, which is right here. We're just going to whack it with a pipe wrench so we preserve some of our I don't waste my spear durability. You just wake them up, run over there, turn on the Tesla coil, and you're good to go. So it's gonna spot me. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna fire this thing up, and then next thing you know, appears to be working. All right, so there we go. We got ourselves a robot. And you can chop them up, I guess, if you want to get some extra bits out of it. Not strictly necessary, but it's kind of fun. Take that with us. And that should be enough to make the tram station key. I'm not going to go too crazy with it. So what's that, controller, I think? We do that. Which requires what? All this shit. Okay, let's get it all out of here. How much stuff do we really need? That's our chance to find out. Well, we need a computation brick. I don't have enough processors. Oof. All right, we gotta go get some. We gotta go get some stuff from the office area upstairs. Oh no, I'm running out of space. Ugh. Okay, if it's not food or farming related, we'll pull it out of here for now. Just throw everything in this crate until we have a better storage solution. Like I said, storage is a bit of a problem if you don't just want to have a million chests all over the place, which, you know, depending on who you are, maybe you're fine with that. I try to keep things sort of minimal. Don't want to just have infinite storage all the time, everywhere. So up here is a big office that is just chock full of computers for us to use. So we're gonna go ahead and start breaking these down with our handy dandy vacuum. And really, I don't need the monitors, so I'm just gonna go for the CPUs. I guess if any monitors get caught in the crossfire, so be it, but I'm not gonna target them. Yeah, there's a lot of computers around. It's actually some better places to get computers in Portal Worlds, but I haven't had to resort to that just yet, so I am not gonna worry about it. Okay, didn't notice me. That's good. Just trying to avoid conflict right now. I don't want to get in a fight with a peccary or something. Got stuck back there somehow. These awesome screensavers. Philip says you're pretty far along into manufacturing. Yes, I am. We're about to actually make the tram key so we can go to the train. I did not start this today. I had about 3 hours from before I streamed this. How's it going, Rilip? How was family dinner? Having a good time? Doing the dinner thing? A lot of fun for everyone. All right, we need one of these, a couple of those, one of these. So we make the computation brick. We need some screws next. And yeah, screws, like I said. The unsung little guy that you need a lot of for some strange reason. You played some games, tell me more. Like board games? Board games are cool. I used to like playing board games when the game store was still open. Then it closed down. Now there's no third places. Very sad. Spaghetti though, ugh. Spaghetti. Everything looks solid. We'll just charge up our stuff. Guess while we're waiting, we can unlock some more stuff. The air compressor. Nice. That one's done. What else did we get? Oh, here we go. The bottoms. I think we can actually maybe make these. I don't remember what it requires. Reinforced stuff. And then a fancy crowbar, which I don't even know if we have the stuff to make this. I feel like we might be. Oh no, we're good. An iconic close quarters weapon. It doesn't say it's heavy, so maybe I should grab one of those. Although I'm kind of rocking this spear. I don't think I need to worry about it right now. Okay, so we can unpin everything. I do need to get my hands on some leather. We'll get it from the train. This, I think we can make the forged greaves though. Probably do that quick. We played a game called Rummy Cube. Sounds, oh, gee. You might as well have told me you guys played euchre. Kind of old ass games are you guys doing? I thought you were gonna be like, oh yeah, we played Settlers of Catan. Even Settlers of Catan, I'd be like, well, really, Settlers of Catan in 2025? But not even like, there's no miniatures or nothing. Rilip's parents are old. Oh boy. Yeah, well. I guess. We might not have enough. Oh no, we have plenty of chain. Never mind. We have rebar. We do have rebar. So make the forge greaves. So we've almost got the full set. We just need some leather, which we'll grab from the train. Every week we do a full game of Terra Mystica. I like to play as the mer people. It's kind of what I was hoping for, but alas, my dreams have been shattered. Okay, we need boom, 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 boom. We can make the crowbar. Let's try it out. An iconic close quarters weapon. It is heavy. All right, well, I don't know what I expected. All right, let's go. We got to get to the train. What about Pinnacle? Canasta? What's the other one? What's the one that they play? I think that is it. I don't think, I mean, there's like hearts and spades and stuff, but cribbage, I think that's only 2 players. My parents and my relatives, like my aunt and uncle and my grandma and stuff, they would always play something called Hand and Foot, which is like a card game, playing cards. I don't know, that just seems so old-fashioned, which I guess it kind of is. Realip's never heard of that one. It might have a different name in other places. Basically, I think everybody gets, you know, X number of cards divided. Like, you take the whole deck and divide it amongst everybody. And maybe it's like Crazy 8 or something. I don't even remember how to play. I'm sure you can look up the instructions online or whatever. And there was another one that was basically Trouble, or one of those games. It's like a big square and you got to go around the whole board and get your guys into the home, but it was played with cards instead of dice. So I don't know if that has a name. I'm sleepy. What the fuck? Already? I just got here. Damn, dude. All right, we'll go. We can just run over and go use the cot real quick, I guess. Can almost guarantee there's not going to be a cot on the train. I got a bathroom problem coming up too. They're really throwing some problems at me. Luckily, there are places to do our business around here. Gotta know where they are. One down here. Should have done all this stuff before I left base, I suppose, huh? Anyway, Relip, now that you're here, I can tell you about the movie I watched today. A little movie from the 90s called Last Action Hero. Perhaps you've all heard of it, or maybe not. I'll write the bathrooms over here. Going the wrong way. Thinking of a different area that had the porta potty. This just has a straight up regular plumbed bathroom. And you know what? Nobody told me. If someone had told me this beforehand, I would have been more interested. Last Action Hero is an isekai. That's right. It's the original isekai. Well, no, we'll give that to Alice in Wonderland. Rilip remembers the barest of plot points. Well, Arnold Schwarzenegger plays himself and also a character in a movie that is played by Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's really like meta, and I don't understand how it did so poorly when it came out. Maybe people just weren't interested in that kind of movie in 1994. Because I watched it, I'm like, wow, this fits in. Like, if this came out now, people would be like, wow, that was really cool. It's like kind of crazy that they got Arnold Schwarzenegger and he's playing like himself and a guy in the movie who is played by himself. Yeah, come on, buddy. Where are you going? Why are you running? I mean, I know why he's running, but why does he think he's running? That's the real question. Oh, man, now I'm all dirty. Damn it. All right, portal grounding, rock larks, blah, blah, blah. 0014, I don't know. Let's see what Dr. Mance has to say.
Dr. Tenku appears to have made a breakthrough, but we've had false
Dr.
starts
Tenku,
before.
huh?
But this time, her results seem reproducible.
Yeah.
I can't believe it.
Get back
Tenku
down here.
has discovered a new kind of bosonic matter.
Oh.
A sort of negative photon. And in so doing,
Negative
unlocked
photon,
an
huh?
entirely new mathematics. Exactly what this means for research here at Cascade is clear. We are charting new territory and making
Sure,
new
bioscrap.
discoveries
You
almost
know, use more
daily.
bioscrap later.
I feel we have
All right,
passed through a looking
let's
glass.
wash ourselves. And I believe there are some dudes over this way that we'll have to deal with. So let's get sneaky. I could use some pills. I'm fine. I'm only in the yellow. I learned that it really doesn't matter until you're at like... Got him. What a grenade? Fuck it was. Wait, where did you come from? You fucker? Fuck. Run away. Fuck. That's not ideal. What are they throwing grenades at themselves? Okay. We'll be fine. How was that guy? Get out of here, coworker. Okay, there we go. Fuck.
They will not escape.
They're shooting each other. This is funny. Oh, we got him. Yeesh. Is that enough dudes I had to fight? Holy moly. Gotta get a better weapon. And I'm still tired because I never stopped at a cot. All right, let's gather all this junk up. Holy moly. Coworker, now is not the time. You get out of here, you weirdo.
Boy, I hope it's Pizza Friday.
Yeah, me too. No, I didn't have pizza, I had tacos. I mean, well, we had Taco John's. I don't know that I'd call them like tacos. Shouldn't even mention the same sentence as tacos. Even though they own the rights to Taco Tuesday.
IS-121 is a staggering titan.
And I do need to swing by the cot
How the
still.
gatekeepers managed to secure not one, but
Border
two
helmet,
of
huh?
these behemoths is
Probably
quite
better than my
frankly
current
beyond
helmet,
me.
actually.
I suspect it is best not to ask.
Spare a bite to eat?
They are a
I got nothing, buddy.
necessary force.
Sorry.
Confronting nightmares and returning with them in
Okay.
chains.
Let's go hit up that cot.
121. An incredible specimen. Our research continues.
Whee! I'm running. I'm running. So what else can we talk about? Oh, I'm wearing the Lilo and Stitch Hawaiian shirt today on account of Lilo and Stitch live action released today. I saw it playing at my local theater. Yay. I don't know. Anybody care? I like the animated one. But like all the other live action Disney remakes, it's like, what is my incentive to see this film? There is not one. Like I'm trying to think what they would have to do to get me, an elder millennial who grew up with Disney movies, to go see a live action Disney movie. Like, what is it gonna take to get my butt into that seat in the theater and see this damn movie. And I don't think there is one. I'm kind of irritated about Disney being cowards and not putting Pleakley in a dress. They apostrophe. Oh no, they're silencing him. Rilip's been silenced by the Disney overlords. I knew this would happen. Yeah, no, that's pretty silly. That was like part of his whole disguise.
Scientists,
The auto system should have been fail-safe. They said it was
speak. Tell me, what is the purpose of this train's perpetuity? What disaster accrues if it
must not stop. It must persist at all costs. The dark lens. They removed it,
Yeah,
but did not cover any effects.
I got shit to do. All right, so we're on the train. It's a portal world that's on a train. Pretty self-explanatory.
Adversary.
You get out of that so fast.
I perceive a distinct lack of snacks.
Snacks. Okay, we don't need the thing. That's... Wait, where's my suit? Yeah, where the fuck is my suit? I lost my suit somehow. I must have put it in a chest back at base. That's kind of annoying. Well, I guess we'll just have to live with that. There we go. We'll just push him out. Problem there. I guess we'll get some axle grease because we might need that later. Of course, we can always come back if we need to. Oh, I'm getting pretty full, so we gotta be a little more picky about what we pick up now. Yeah, seriously, how did I fuck up and not bring snacks? Don't think I need any more of these.
Find cover!
There we go. So really, did you see the Lilo and Stitch live action remake, or are you just, is this just what you've heard about it? I'm not a loot goblin, Philip, you know that. It's just harder with just me grabbing everything. I can't grab all the stuff that I actually need to take back. You wanna maybe shoot next time? Yeah. Got a bunch of silver. Should be fine. Almost to the end. I guess if I can just survive long enough.
Vidal.
Okay. I do have to slightly worry about my stuff breaking. My spear is getting pretty low here. And yeah, we're just gonna pick everything up that we can. Get as much silver and briefcases, because the briefcases we can use to make... Okay, we'll just leave that for now. Range radiation, huh? Make sure we got ammo. We're almost there, we're almost there.
Vidal.
Oof, that was close. It's a good thing I'm basically an immortal god in this world. Just that good. All right, across. I don't think we're gonna have time to pick up the, we're not gonna have space to pick up the train collectible just yet, but we'll get it next time. Right over here, I believe. Yeah, there it is. I should open that door now. Hopefully that stays open, although it might not. I know in Flat Hill, if you open up a shortcut, it stays open, but not always.
Nothing will remain.
Okay, there we go. Whew, boy, those slushy grenades are pretty good, huh? I'm gonna make some more of those. Rilip says it was an interview with the director who wanted to do the dress, had concept art, said he wanted to do it, and trailed off. Yeah, I believe that. Sure, he really wanted to do it. But evil old big corporate Disney was like, no, no, no.
Dr. Derek Mance,
you can't put a male
director,
coded alien in a dress. That's unacceptable in 2025.
The train's momentum is tied inextricably to the atomic attraction.
We're just gonna sneak past this guy in the bathroom.
If it were to stop,
we're just gonna get out of here.
The limit of the ensuing chaos is at best uncertain.
There we go.
All right. Immense.
Whew.
I'll be drafting up
that wasn't too bad.
procedures in the morning.
Could have been worse. Could have been a lot better, but so we're in apocalypse difficulty, so we kind of got to take what we can get. Yeah, I pretty recently watched or rewatched the movie. Like within the last year, I think, and Emmy was supposed to watch it with me, but she fell asleep partway through. So she never ended up finishing it. Which, you know, sucks to suck, right? Rilip says, wait a dang minute. Oh, you can tell he's, when he says he's male coded by the high voice obsession with beauty and concern about nature conservation. No, that was back, that was in Disney's queer baiting era. So they had to make like a Jamba Pleakley crossover fanfic potential. Yeah, well, I don't know. I think we started watching it pretty late. We can't fault her too much for that. But I tend to agree with you. It's a great movie. Real solid. And as someone who grew up in Hawaii, you know, I get a lot of the, I mean, it's not like it's that deep, but I do appreciate it. Reminds me of, you know, being a kid. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. That's a lot of leather. Was not expecting to get that much. Holy cow. Okay, we're gonna need... We can switch over to the Forge helmet now. Really? It's gotta put the periods in there. Yeah, you do. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. We don't need the crowbar. 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 Unpin that. So let's get what we need. Boom, boom. We don't have enough rebar. God damn it. Okay, hold on. Let's put this shit away. It's too much, man. I gotta eat something too. Okay, where's my soup? My soup somehow got away from me. And now I got, there it is. Yeah. Not sure how that happened. Yeesh. All right, we'll just drink some of this soup. Just drink it all, honestly. There's no reason not to. Just fill myself up. Delicious. If you haven't played Pokemon Infinite Fusion, they added some cool features. All right, I haven't. I haven't played since that time I tried to stream it, and it kept, like, breaking the stream. I don't think that was the game's fault, but it did make me stop playing for a while. We need to get a hold of some rebar, it looks like. We got tiny gears, we got exquisite chain, we got silver scrap. We got other shit now. Probably pull equipment stuff out of here and give it its own little piece. Well, that is pretty heavy. Pocket watch we can break down. There we go. So get in there, all y'all. That is, yeah, okay. I think we just need to make, well, you know what, let me just use this for now. Use this until it fills up, and then I'll be like, well, now I need to make more. Ridley says, would you care to hear about its advancements? I mean, yeah, we got nothing else going on. Just go nuts. Say whatever. Oh, have I unlocked anything here yet? Actually, let me see. I think I have to get my crafting up to. Nope, I definitely have. So we want to get the item transporter. That's an energy brick. We need an energy brick. Yeah. Yeah. And then, how many hearts? 4? 2 Exor hearts. Let's go grab one. Actually, speaking of Pokemon and Infinite Fusions, I have to play Hobblemon with my nephew tomorrow, which I'm sure will be a wonderful time. Medkit, Bioscrap, Antiverse Wheat. Yeah, let's grab some of that too. It added a quest log for the people you help. It added a quick menu as the option to choose which sprite to use for the Pokemon and automatically downloads options from the community. They added a bunch of Pokedex entries. Interesting. Some good stuff right there. Who doesn't love a good... whatever that is. A good something. Who doesn't love that? A good, well-run community project. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, don't need energy brick anymore. Now I need to cook some of this food, or maybe make a carbuncle balloon or something. Requires 2 carbuncles, which I just happen to have. About to go bad over here. We'll just fry these up. I need to fix my shield too. They added some new music too. Hey, music's always good. As someone who is ostensibly a lover of great music, I appreciate when games have great music. Like the Sonic games, man. How can they have such bad gameplay but such great music? It's ridiculous. Like they spent all their money hiring Crush 40 to do the soundtrack. And they're like, what do we got left over for development? I guess we're gonna have to make another shit game. We need to get more slushies to make slushy bombs. What else? Probably make the crystalline vial. That's like the best accessory in the game. I think most people carry one of those around just because the passive charging is really useful. Being able to see invisible entities comes up sometimes, not very often. Otherwise, what else we got? We need more rebar, I think, to make the helmet. Yeah. We also need more rebar to make more reinforced wooden planks to make more storage. And do I care about a thermal mallet? Not really. There we go. Throw that in there. We'll just fry up the rest of these while I think about... Well, let me see. Is there one that just uses drumstick and nothing else? I doubt it. Yeah, there's the goulash that uses it. I think the rest, though, yeah, we'd need some pest, or at least carbuncle and pest rum. I'm just gonna fry it up, I think, which would be easier if there was another frying pan here, but one of my frying pans got disappeared, so I guess I don't get to have that. I'll have to grab another one off the shelf sometime. Oh, so what about you, Rilip? What have you been playing besides Stellaris? Mostly just Stellaris is what I've seen, which is cool. Everybody loves Stellaris. I was just watching a video, it's either today or yesterday or something, and they were talking about how the lag was made worse in the new update because like the AI just doesn't know how to handle ships or something. And I was like, wasn't the whole point of this new update to, you know, make it better? I guess they're doing their best. I don't know. I'm playing a lot of Pokemon Fusion. Wait, since when do you like Pokemon? Aren't you old? What connection do you have to Pokemon, old man? That's my generation. Playing my beloved franchise. Heck, that's my... Now my nephew likes Pokemon. It's like SpongeBob. It just keeps going. It never stops. Like I was watching SpongeBob when I was 10. He's watching SpongeBob when he's 10. And it's still the same. Oh, fuck. I gotta put that there and then add that and then make glue. Paradox is a small indie company. I mean, compared to like Ubisoft or something, probably, yeah. Zoom need it. Like every company's independent if you want to get down to it at that level. I don't know. I don't know who to believe anymore. The Geiger counter keychain, a compact device that detects radiation. I don't know when that would ever be useful. Your body detects radiation by giving you radiation sickness. Is there anything?
Where's the bathroom?
You gotta go already, dude? Come on. All right, I mean, it's right across the hall. We can take, you know, 30 seconds to run over there. Maybe I should cut up this pest, actually. That'll help me make some soups down the line, I'm sure. I also need to get a battery for the fridge. Gotta ease that passage. Ease it on down. Only real life worked like that. My buddy's been playing Crusader Kings a lot. So I get to hear about that too. So the only one I'm not hearing about is Europa Universalis. Well, that and like Vicky 3. I don't think anybody cares about. There's a small devoted fan base. How the hell did this get... Oh, because I used my syringe. Hold up, I gotta grab some syringes. I wonder if everything got turned around. Need to make some more, actually. Healing. Syringe. Make 2 of those, please. We should have the materials. Now I'm tired. My glue is working. I have a radio pack. Yeah, I can't imagine why you would ever need a battery pack. Greatly reduces battery drain. I just wear the crystalline vial and you're better off. You don't have to waste, you don't have to spend inventory slots. All right, anything else? Oh, there's my soup, my glue rather. So we got a bunch of glue now. Now what can we do with glue? Oh, it just makes giga glue. Ah, who cares? I don't need giga glue. When am I ever gonna need glue? All right, come on, finish cooking there, bud. I'm ready to go. Got stuff to do. I gotta go get rebar and figure out what what else I need to do. Go sleep quick. 4:10, so we still got plenty of time. Do. Jump. 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 I also, I did say I watched the Last Action Hero, the movie Last Action Hero, but I was going to watch Never Been Kissed because it came up as a comedy, and I started watching it and I was like, I think I'm good. I don't think I need to watch this. So maybe somebody wants to jump in and say, no, Star, you have to watch, it's incredible, it's one of the best movies I've ever seen. Which would be really funny if that's the case. But just from the opening, you know, Drew Barrymore is she's the plucky copy editor, but she wants to be the journalist. So she's gonna write a story. It's like, plus there's the whole thing, like I know the plot. She goes undercover at a school to try to be a loser, figure out how not to be a loser. A teacher falls in love with her, which is concerning. I guess nobody cared back in the 90s, whenever that movie came out. I'm not gonna say it's like super problematic because, you know, she isn't a child, she's like in her 20s. And that guy didn't do anything until he found out she was, in fact, not actually a student. Gonna make more slushy bombs. Okay, we better go do that before I forget. Slushy bombs, and then slushy bomb, and what else? I think that's it, actually. It feels like I'm forgetting something, but I don't know what it would be. One slushy and 2 slushy. Oh, hello. You, stupid pest. Now you get to be a projectile for my vacuum weapon. How does that feel? Not so great, huh? Alright, so we take this back to the cafeteria. Oh, I never opened these doors. Should probably go ahead and do that. It's not super useful when you're on foot, but if you've got a vehicle, having all these various doors open lets you drive like a forklift or a security cart through this area. Silo 1, which I don't know if we're gonna see that in the 1.0 update. I know we're gonna see the residence portion of the labs, which apparently has some kind of freezing effect on it, which I am curious to see. Flush bomb. Okay, I think we got everything. We got food, we got medicine, we got ammo, we got spear, everything's charged. I think we're good to go. So let's do it. Also, I need to remember to trade with the blacksmith at some point. Once I have the full forge set, we'll see what he needs. We'll just make a mental note of it. I know he needs a bunch of reinforced hoses to get lenses. That's the big one. Those are a pain in the butt to get. We're gonna have to go through, I don't even know where. I guess back in the mines area we can break down some of those crates. I can just deal with those stupid crystalline things. It's so annoying. So let's see what he needs from us. At least 1 reinforced hose, and what else?
Most of what I need's around here somewhere.
I can just trade military electronics for steel cables. So we need this, we need this,
ain't on the map.
And I think we need to make solder for that one. So
look around the tram station.
We'll just have to make
More
solder.
than just a bus stop. Best of luck.
I don't know why sometimes I can 3-shot them and then sometimes it takes forever. By all accounts, it doesn't make sense. Okay. So yeah, I'm curious. We might be able to get all the way to labs today, which, is that a good idea? I don't know. We'll have to deal with the LIAC. But we're gonna have to do that eventually anyway. Whether I'm on stream or I'm doing it on my own, I'm gonna have to deal with the LIAC. So we'll just have to live with the consequences of my action as usual. So there's one of those crystalline fellas. So the nice thing about wearing the crystalline vials, now I can see it. So, and of course it gives me bio scrap, because fuck me, right? Oh, here we go. Steel cable, nice, nice. So we are looking for... what do these crates have? Let me see. Oh, that is rebar. Okay, that's good. Yeah, we'll take that. So I guess regular crates are fine. We'll take the wood too. We're gonna need it. And this, I believe, just is gonna take us up. Not important right now. Things hit hard though. Wow. Oh, fuck. Stupid pests. Oh, they're so annoying. Okay, blacksmith gloves I don't need. Chain, I guess we'll take some of those.
Dr. Pendleton questioned the Exor's similarity to humanity. I referred to her to crabs. Their form has evolved independently on Earth on at least 5
Oh, they're talking about carcerization.
Evolution resolves certain environmental challenges in a remarkably consistent
hello,
fashion.
pest.
The Exor's apparent similarity to ourselves, but without the necessary data, I refuse to indulge Pendleton's penchant for unnecessary
for sure.
speculation.
Tech scrap, always
Besides,
useful.
They look closer to birds, if you ask me.
And here we have a check-in station, which you can use for respawn, but as always, I'm trying to avoid dying, so. I think my spear works on them. Damn it. How can they take so many hits? We got a lot of glue. I don't know if, I mean, I'm gonna keep getting the glue. I think we might be able to trade it in. I don't know. But boy, oh boy, is that a lot of stuff. So this will take us up. Oh, this takes us over to the core keeper portion of the game, which we're not gonna do right now, but just know that it's there. Oh boy, it's in the water. He's out of the water. There we go, we got him. Whew. Scary. Some of these enemies are tough in apocalypse mode, man. Like, I knew it was gonna be harder than normal. And now that I know kind of where everything is, it's a lot easier as well. But yeah, things hit hard. Like, look at how much I'm at half health. I should probably heal up here just in case I come across something. Rilip says AI seems kind of buggy. What do you mean, in this game? I don't think it seems buggy. Oh, look at that. You get a free, whatever this is. That. Gotta free that. Hello. How do I get down now? That's... Oh, I guess we just drop down gently. Cool. Alright, let's head over. Head on back. Not in general, but the purple guy just stood there, and I think he got kind of clipped into the wall a bit. So he might have not been able to figure out what the heck he was supposed to do. I can't blame him for that. Like, there's only so... You can't really run away from me. I'm too on top of you. It's not gonna work like that. Really nice if dudes would stop spawning here, but I don't want to put a workbench down. It's gonna be a robot wandering around. Yeah.
All vacant perforations will
We're just gonna avoid that.
3.
So the portals have all, the portal worlds have all reset except for the train because we've just been there. But that's the little notification you get when it's time for the portal worlds to reset. So let's make what we need. We need solder, oil, and reinforced hose to trade to the blacksmith, and we can hit all the different spots. We'll blow the hole, we'll go through labs, we'll quickly get through, and then come back to office, and then I think we'll be done for the night. Oh, fuck. Not interested. Sorry, robot. Don't have time for you today. Gonna wander all the way over here, huh? Whatever. It's your prerogative, man. I got shit to do. I need to charge this. Is he gonna come all the way over here? Am I gonna have to fight him? Oh, looks like he's going away. No, he's coming down here. Fuck, really? Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to fight him. Okay, whatever. Let's go. Let's do it, you big dummy. Hit him in the eye. Ah! Fuck. Ugh. How much damage can he take? 1, 2, 3. Oh, fuck. Okay, well, more than I can deal with. Okay, what the fuck? Holy moly. What? He's on like the Fritz, man. What the hell? Back off, dude. I gotta get my stamina back. Alright, let's lure him away from all my valuable furniture and shit. Fuck. I just got myself caught again. Okay, let's try this again. There we go. Seems really dark. Krillip, does it seem dark to you? I didn't change any of the settings. Maybe it's because there's a giant light shining in my face. Maybe this is how dark it normally is and I just don't notice. Jeez. Well, we dealt with that. Now, what? Right, okay, we need to make the... Well, I think I got enough where I can make the helmet now. So we'll make 3 of these. See, keep 1 to trade. Keep 1 for the helmet. Full set on. Now I'm in heavy armor, which makes me slow, but whatever. Gives me more than twice as much armor on my head. So we need 1 of those. We need 1 of these. Then we need to make some silver, which is scrap metal and silver scrap.
Attention. This sector is
So we'll go do that quick. Seems the normal amount. Okay. So it is just dark, which is fine. Alright, so there's the solder going. Check our food situation. We can eat some of this deliciousness. Is the solder done already? What the hell? That was quick. So we can take that over to go trade. We only need the one. So let's get it. So 1 for me, 3 for you. Is that all we need? No. We need to, nope. Okay, we made the helmet. I think everything else is good. We've got food. I can go get some drink. Gonna pop some sodas here. See how many we need to drink. Okay, nice and full. We've got everything we need. I'm gonna wash at the fountain on my way there. I think the vacuum we can charge up quick. Oh, I should repair my stuff too. There was a guy in Last Action Hero who at first I thought was Jeffrey Jones. It was not him. But now I can't remember who it was. Like Charles Dance or something. Is that a person? Is that an actor? Oh, and the guy who killed Mozart in Amadeus was in it. There was so many like fun little cameos. Just the whole isekai portion, and then they go back to the real world, and then there's other stuff going on there. It gets crazy. Real fun time. I highly recommend it. It's free on YouTube. Check it out. Plus it killed like 2 hours. And it got to a point where I'm like, oh, the movie's over now. We've reached the climax. And then it was like, it had another 45 minutes to go, and I was all in. Charles Dance is an actor. He most famously played Tywin Lannister. Well, there you go. Is he the really old guy in Game of Thrones? Because I guess he would have been 20 years younger in Last Action Hero. I mean, Arnold Schwarzenegger's got to be like in his 70s. He's getting up there. Like I was thinking, he looked somewhat old. Like he still looked good, but he did look old in that movie. All right, so we need you.
Yeah, you good.
Yeah, we got everything we need, so now we just gotta go turn everything on. He's an oldish guy, but there are multiple people who might be considered old. Glorilla, we're gonna exclude you, of course. More of you guys? Come on, man. Where do you guys keep coming from? Yeah, what he said.
Oh.
Right now I'm like tired. His body's freaking out a little bit. See if we can get anything out of it. Nope, just some bio scrap. Okay. So we go hit this. There's one. Get the other ones, which are located over here. Blonde, British accent, doesn't have a lot of other features. He said to play the Oblivion. What do you mean he said to play the Oblivion remake? Charles Dance told me specifically to play the Oblivion remake? I mean, I will eventually, maybe. I don't know. I feel like there's not any reason for me to go back and play a game that I've already played a lot of. I know it's a remake, but it's still a Bethesda game, and I have a hard time giving them money. Oh, the guy you killed said to play the... Oh, he did say He did say something with Oblivion in it, didn't he? It would have been funnier if you agreed and said Charles Dance told me specifically. Like somebody paid him on Cameo to say, Starshard, you should play the Oblivion remake. That would have been cool. But that's, I mean, and I'd be like, right, that guy. I've seen him in exactly one movie. I never watched Game of Thrones, so didn't see him in that. Not really my thing. All right, so we've locked in. Now let's go fire up the black hole. We'll go through into labs and then we'll head on back. Look at that. Look how fast you can do this. If you want to really speedrun this game, if you want a glitchless speedrun this game, so without like clipping out of bounds and shit like that, I think you could do a pretty speedy run. He was also in a recent show and or movie with Benedict Cumberbatch about the Enigma machine. Ugh. Is Benedict Cumberbatch playing Turing in this one? Yes, he did. Yeah, why does that not surprise me? Is there anybody he won't play?
Preliminary note on IS-091. At this point, details are
He does a pretty good Doctor Strange. I'm not gonna
We've
like
dispatched a research team to intervene
get on him
to
for
gather
that.
field data, with a view to bringing in a trans recon unit and possible gatekeepers.
Blah blah blah. What else? What else was I talking about? No, that was it. That's the movie that I watched. So that's really all that I have to say. It was a good movie. I was surprised. I had always heard, and you know, this is one of those things where it's like, well, you know, make your own decisions. Like, I've only got so much time on this earth, man. I'm not gonna waste it watching bad movies. So the only reason I actually ended up clicking on it, one, I had nothing better to do. Two, I had actually heard conflicting information that it's like a hidden gem that was overlooked. So after I heard that, I'm like, oh, okay. Plus they really need to put action comedy for the genre. Otherwise, I'm gonna think it's some like, and don't get me wrong, I like Predator and stuff, but I was expecting more of like a Commando or a something like that, which fortunately it was not. Oh, okay, he's shooting at me. Let's get over there. I mean, I really like True Lies. True Lies is definitely an action comedy. So, you know, more Arnold Schwarzenegger and action comedies, please. Plus, I love Jingle All the Way, because I'm just that kind of guy. Okay, where does this take me? This takes, oh no, this takes me back to here. Yeah, that makes sense. I think there's another way that I can go as well if I take that other elevator. Just a lot of different shortcuts, looping back on different shortcuts. Now I've forgotten what I was going to talk about. It was before you said Benedict Cumberbatch. Must not have been important. There we go. Now we've unlocked all this stupid nonsense here. Frakes, are you here? Can I push the button now?
I have to admit, you surprised me.
Yeah, I do
I
that.
had to come and see this for myself. You gonna do the honors?
Yep. Okay, I'm going down.
Oh my god!
Is that my exit? I wonder what happens if a player is standing there when that goes off. That would be kind of funny. I'm sure it just insta kills you, just like when you fall through the holes in reality here in labs. All right, let's do this. We're going to labs, so we're gonna trigger the LIAC to show up, so I'm gonna have to deal with that for the rest of my playthrough, but you know what? That's part of playing the game. You can't just not continue playing the game. Rilip says Rotten Tomatoes lists the Blues Brothers as an action comedy, and I don't know how to feel about that. That sounds about right. Is it not a comedy? Or is it not an action? I guess which part do you have a problem with? Because I've always heard that the Blues Brothers is like a funny movie. I mean,
you always say my science is
here we
out
go.
of control.
It's not really an action movie. I mean, I've seen the scenes with like the cars, the police cars like crashing into a giant pile.
Are you sure about
that
this?
That sounds pretty actiony.
Of course I'm sure, Janet.
Do you remember the pocket dimension? I remember the pocket dimension.
Yeah, don't you remember the pocket dimension, Abe?
Completely different. We're fighting fire with fire. Ments never let me try this, but if I can just bootstrap the neural array, I should be able to. Aha! Oh no. Janet.
Oh my god, it's loose.
Run, Janet.
Wow. Alright, so now we can learn about the odd contraption, the pest teleporter, whatever that does. Not sure why that's locked.
This is Dr. Mance. If you had asked me 5 years ago what our chances of using the perforation system as a stable travel network were, I would have assumed I was talking to an imbecile.
Yeah,
Today,
yeah.
Such a network seems within our grasp. The T3 unit, or
okay,
the dark lens
where does that put me?
Has proven exceptionally successful.
There's that. That goes back over there, but we can't open that. Okay, yeah, here comes the Liak.
And finally,
see it, report it.
Create those stable conditions.
So
in theory,
now we get to learn all about our good friend the
far
Liak.
beyond their origins.
It's gonna be fun.
Far beyond.
Luckily, I typically play the game with headphones on, so I can tell when the Liak is sneaking up on me.
IS-091 is the most intense AV candidate
yep, there it
ever
is.
encountered.
Ah!
Despite its appearance, it's a
Yeah,
transcorporeal
I see ya.
entity of some kind, invulnerable to any of the physical deterrents
Very fun.
we've tested so far. Walls, doors.
Yeah, you gotta watch out for that thing. It'll fuck you up. But it says, if you've seen Free Guy, my dad liked that, which is usually a good indicator. What the fuck is that supposed to mean? I have old man taste, or your dad is cool? I'm gonna assume you meant your dad is cool.
Looking for him like a lost puppy.
Like a lost puppy. Emails, help, get rid of it. The hate-inducing table, they call it. Oh, what is this? Octopus painting, huh? Maybe I'll come back and get that, I don't know. Rilip says that me and his dad like the same kinds of movies. It's not passing any judgment. Yeah, well, it sounds like you are. Sorry we don't all like watching The Seventh Seal, alright? Oh, well, you know, actually my preferred Ingrid Bergman movie was insert movie here, I don't know. What do you want from me? I'm just a guy who likes to laugh, and I don't know. I'm okay with action sometimes as long as it's funny. Alright. Anything around here? I don't think so. He loved Red 1. I wouldn't say that I loved Red 1, but I thought it was fine. I thought it was an acceptable movie. In the same way that I'd watch, I don't know, Emmy will get mad, but when I say Halloween is a fine movie, like, it's all movies are basically the same to me. It's like I watched it and it was okay, unless it's like a video game movie that is faithful to the source material. Then it gets my seal of approval, my 7th seal of approval. Oh cool, you can walk around up here. Not super beneficial, but you can do it. You can do it. And there's a laptop here. Aratus S, whatever that means in Latin. Where are my Latin speakers at? Veni, vidi, veni. Thing up here just concrete shit. Can't even grab it. Not that kind. Have I seen the Pink Panther movies, like the original ones? No. I also haven't seen the newer one with Steve Martin. Are you recommending the old Pink Panther movies?
I must say, I am feeling a bit under the weather.
Yeah, I probably should get this Liac essence back to someplace else. Should probably do that sooner rather than later. So let's get going through here.
Janet, wait for me.
Yeah, animal pens. Janet, oh, there they are. Hey, buddies.
Oh, you're back.
Are you feeling all right?
No.
Janet got us back into labs.
Yeah, tell me more. I'm listening.
Although it didn't quite work out.
Really says I'd recommend the old ones. I haven't seen the new ones, the new Steve Martin one. But you might like it too. I know the I just know this scene where he's like, I would like a
But
hamburger.
would you know it, they've revoked our security
I would
clearance.
like a hamburger.
Because who needs it during an emergency? I suppose we could head back to Office Sector, down that way, and hope Warren's got a plan to save us.
Warren's
That's
not
about as
doing
likely as
shit.
Thule winning a Nobel Prize. We've got to find some other way into the containment block, or this is the end of the road.
We'll get there, don't worry, guys. I know what I'm doing. To get the keypad hacker tier 3, we gotta go up through the adjustment wing. Really, have you ever seen the Adjustment Bureau? I saw that movie and I thought it was okay. I'm not sure what I was expecting out of it. To be honest, I don't think I picked it either. I think somebody else picked it and I was just kind of along for the ride. All I know is, like, it's sort of played as a sci-fi premise and then it turns into more of a spiritual film, which is fine. I don't know what I was expecting. As always, I go into these movies, I don't know what I'm expecting, and then I'm like, oh, that's not what I was expecting at all. We need brain. Needs power. Okay, got it. Healing briefcase. Healing briefcase, please. That. Maybe that? Okay, it does actually need fiber optic cable. That's cool. Makeshift headlamp. I would love one of those. I need optic lenses. Yeah, we're gonna need a bunch of those. I know. I know. Memory bricks. Pest teleporter. To get pests, I guess. Again, I don't know. I'll have to look into how that works because I've never found the use for it. One of you. One of these. Actually, I think we need that. And then this. The fuck? Phone? Keyboard? So this is to kill the Liac. We'll need to make one of those. And we unlock blue paint. Yep. In case you need it. Binoculars, which I don't know why you would ever need those, but they are available to make. And then more paint. Pink paint. Oh. You can paint things. It's kind of cool. Alright, I think that's all that we unlocked. So let's dismantle these guys right there. Throw our stuff out. Our stuff in. Honestly, I probably should have the pipe wrench with me just in case. Okay, well, there we go. We made it into labs. We triggered the Liac. I'd say that deserves a nice nap. Boing, 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 boing. Oh, wow, they're just coming one after the other, and then they stop. Jeez. How am I supposed to maintain that kind of forward momentum when I got stuff coming every which way at me? Alright, let's see if we can make some food. Some nice soup. I haven't quite, yeah, we haven't quite got to the point where we have lots and lots of water to use. So we'll go grab another water cooler for the time being. I want to say there was one over here. Is that true? Yeah, there is. All right. I was not making stuff up in my head. There is, in fact, a water cooler around here. Time for poop soup. I don't, poop soup doesn't do anything is the problem. There's no reason to ever make it. Other than to get the
I should
the
probably locate a restroom.
Yeah, you and me both, buddy. There we go. And we can just put that over here for now. All right, soup. Let's go. What do we have the stuff for anyway? Not a lot. Whatever, we'll just eat something. Sure, there will be plenty of time to get more soup later. Imagine a VR version of this where every time you had to use the bathroom you had to squat like you were on a toilet. One other reason why I would never play a VR game. Unless I literally feel like I'm there, like it's a holodeck or something, it'll always be inferior to the comfort of just sitting at my desk and playing a game using a controller or a keyboard, which is just a form of controller, really. Unless you either gotta plug my brain in directly like the Matrix, or it's gotta be like a full immersion holodeck type thing. Then maybe I'll be interested. But until that is available, I think that is, I think I'm gonna stick to regular gaming. That's all right with everybody. Well, we did what I set out to accomplish, which is get to labs today. I feel like I am rushing a little bit, but I've already done all this, so really it's just me kind of going through. I was considering playing Minecraft today. I decided against it on account of I'm gonna have to play tomorrow. I was gonna play Cobblemon as kind of a dark mirror to Pal World, and then I was like, I'm gonna have to play it for like 4 hours tomorrow with my nephew. I don't want to play any more of it, so we'll just continue my Abiotic Factor thing. Next week we're gonna do Advance Wars. We're gonna continue with that, and then I'm thinking starting in June, and this might be a bad idea. Oh my goodness. Mercy Hopeful, thank you. Thanks for following. I know we're wrapping it up here. Hope you enjoyed the Abiotic Factor. It's a great game. So like I was saying, this may be a bad idea, but I think starting in June, I'm going to just say fuck it, and we're gonna play X-Pirates on stream. Nudity and all, just whatever. Jesus take the wheel. If my channel gets banned, then I guess I'm done streaming. If it doesn't, you guys can enjoy more XCOM, and you know, if people get sick of it, then we'll switch off of it anyway, so it won't really matter. But I just really want to play more, and I'd love to, you know, get more people into it. And if that means I gotta stream it and put the VODs on YouTube and more people can find it and have more X-Pirates to watch and have me commentate, because a lot of the X-Pirates I'm seeing, it's like 2 years old, it's like 3 years old. It's a mod for XCOM, really. So it's like classic XCOM, but it's XCOM 2, and it's awesome. I've talked about it a little bit before. I've been averse to streaming it on account of the nudity, but I think we're just gonna have to bite the bullet. It's super cool, really. It's great. I know it's a mod, but the thing is, it's more of a total conversion thing. It's basically like, here's XCOM, but now we've taken the engine for XCOM and created an entirely new game that uses the same system. So it's not a mod in the sense that I'm like, oh well, I find that it's more beneficial to my quality of life if I have infinite health. It's not that kind of mod. Oh well, what if the storage held twice as much? It's a quality of life feature. It's like, all right, buddy. Anyway, so that's the current plan for next week and beyond. I think we're gonna have a good time. This is gonna be the summer of Star. This summer, this is it. You've heard of the summer of Sam? We'll now experience the summer of Star. And it'll be even crazier and more insane stuff is gonna go down. We're gonna be doing some pool streams, hot tub streams. I don't have a hot tub, but I can get like one of those plastic kiddie pools and put it in the backyard. I don't think the internet will reach back there, guys. We may have to bring... I probably shouldn't put a kiddie pool in my living room. That sounds like a nightmare. It's a disaster waiting to happen. Anyway, Gabriel Sandwich, is Star gonna go full Insano style, huh? Maybe. Maybe this is the year. I'm not gonna put the pool in the living room or use it as a toilet, all right? I think it's a shorter walk. It's not, I mean, it's not, it's literally physically not a shorter walk, but the bathroom is like 10 feet that away. So it's not, there's no reason to use the kiddie pool in the living room that does not exist as a toilet. All right, well, like I said, we're gonna end up early today because, you know, whatever. It's Friday, go enjoy your life, head out to the club, do something cool. Tune back in next week or tomorrow if you'd like to join us, 1 o'clock. We're gonna be playing Abiotic Factor multiplayer. Just hop in the Discord, or you don't even have to, I mean, it helps if you play because we use the in-game chat. But if you don't want to, you can just jump in the Discord and we'll talk to you. It'll be a good time. We can all just deafen ourselves. I actually don't think that, I don't think you can deafen without muting. Anyway, whatever, we'll figure it out if you want to hang out. All right, everybody have a good night, have a good weekend. I will see you next week. More Advance Wars. Bye-bye.